Luxury beauty isn't really what it seems. I splurged on Chanel skincare and makeup a little while back, but now it's time to see if they're really worth it. So let's break it down and see what's truly worth the hype and what is just overhyped. In this video, I am going to be going through these Chanel products that I have bought a while back that I have used over the past few months to see if they are worth the splurge. And if you're ever tempted by high-end beauty marketing, I'll help you rethink on where you can control your impulse buying and show you where you can save your money instead. But before we dive in, if you're into self-development, beauty, and leveling up to live your best life, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on valuable content. Now let's dive into the video. I originally wanted to do this video as a regular haul that I have done in the past, but now that I've spent 2 to 3 months using these products, I really have formed a good opinion on whether these are worth it or not, whether I reach for these products or not. And since I have been making more self-development, financially savvy videos, I really wanted to give you guys an honest review to whether you should spend your money on these products or if you should just save it. We are going to start off with the skincare products, and the first item I will be talking about is this Camellia water cream, and this is from their Hydra beauty line. On the Chanel website, they do have a 4.9 out of 5 stars, which is pretty impressive, but then again, it is their website, so I doubt anything will be below like 4.5. if I'm being honest. So for this product, it is described as an enrich with camellia water to intensely hydrate skin, featuring water-like texture and illuminating formula, creates a glowing, even-toned appearance and preps for makeup. Upon application, skin feels 28% fresher, 52% more hydrated, and 21% more comfortable. The complexion looks 58% more luminous and 30% more even. Fine lines appear smoother and pore looks diminished. So this is what it claims to be, and this bottle also retails for $65, which is pretty pricey. Now, what do I think about this moisturizer? Honestly, it just feels like any other moisturizer. I don't gravitate towards it. I don't feel any difference when I'm using this versus if I'm using anything else. If I'm being honest, if I wanted to treat my skin a little bit better, I actually reach for the Charlotte Tilbury water cream because I just feel that with that product, I can actually feel a significant difference on my face. And this just feels like any old moisturizer that is not very oily. It is actually lightweight, so my skin does like the freshness of it. But if you found any kind of lightweight moisturizer or moisturizer made for oily skin, you can get the same effects from it. I know Korean Beauty has very lightweight stuff, and those products pretty much do the same thing as this cream. And another thing that I do not like about this cream, and particularly Chanel skincare, is the fragrances. When I first started using it, I was like, okay, it has a fragrance. It smells like perfume. And the thing is, the more I use it, the more that fragrance just bothers me. And that's another reason why I don't reach for this, because I feel like we are in this day and age where we know that fragrances aren't good for you. They are endocrine disruptors, and whatever you're putting onto your skin is absorbing, and that's going into your system. So I don't like the fact that this is so heavily fragrance. I'd rather use something that has very light or no fragrance at all. I would not recommend this product. I think you are better off trying a different product from maybe K-Beauty or a more affordable brand, and it basically does the same thing. The next skincare product that I have is this Laque face wash, and this retails for $60, and it also has a 5-star review on their website. So this product is described to be an invigorating gel to foam face cleanser that removes makeup, impurities, pollution, and sunscreen. Suitable for all skin types, especially combination and oily skin. The gel reduces shine by 40% and the appearance of pores by 13% for a matte finish. The complexion looks 19% more even and 27% clearer. Thoroughly cleansed skin feels comfortable and 27% softer. It's just crazy how they come up with all these percentages, and quite honestly, I don't really recall myself feeling, oh yeah, my skin is 40% softer or my pore seems 27% more minimized. But I will say though, this is a pretty decent cleanser, and if I was to ever want to treat myself to a good Chanel skincare, I might repurchase this. The only thing I don't like about this product is, again, the fragrance is so strong, but I mean, you pretty much wash it off, so it's not like it's sitting on your skin for that long. And I can attest for the makeup removing property of this product because I usually use this in the morning when I don't have makeup on, or I would have already double cleansed and my makeup would have been off entirely. So I don't know how well this works at removing makeup, but this is a very gentle, non-stripping cleanser, and I know some of you are out looking for gentle cleansers, and this is definitely one of the best gentle cleansers that I have ever tried. My skin does not feel stripped at all when I use this, which is why when I do have breakouts, when I do feel like my skin needs a little more care and a little more gentleness to it, I will use this cleanser. So for $60, it does last you a little while, so I will say that if you really wanted to treat yourself and you don't mind spending that luxury price tag for a cleanser that works for your combination or oily skin, this is a pretty good, decent buy. Now we're moving on to makeup. I got this Chanel Beige Water Fresh Tint, and this is a very popular product from Chanel. I have it in medium plus, and this bottle retails for $70. It does come with a little brush that you apply the foundation on. I don't use that brush. It's too tiny for me. It takes up too much time, and I just feel like I have other brushes that work equally as well. As long as you use a dense kabuki brush, you can pretty much use this product. And basically how you would use this product is that you would break up the beads that are in here. You can either do that on the back of your hand, or you can do that on your face, and then you just massage it in. It does feel really light like water, but I will say it has very little coverage. I know a lot of people buy this knowing that it has very little coverage, but sometimes it just feels like a water gel. Like it just feels like you put water on your face and there's barely any coverage. For this to be $70, I needed to do just a touch more. And the thing is, when I bought this, I was really into the no makeup look. I really wanted my skin to be fresh, but I found so many more products that feel light and fresh on my skin while still giving my skin pretty good coverage, which means covering my acne scars, all that stuff, and still feel very lightweight on the skin. One example I can give is this CoverGirl's Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence, and I actually grab this a lot more than I do the Chanel, simply because this has a little bit better coverage, and it also has bakuchiol, so I know that my skin is getting some skincare benefits while having makeup on, and that is really nice. And with the Chanel Beige Water Fresh Tint, it does say light to medium coverage. I swear to you, you will not be able to get medium unless you use like half a bottle. But it does give you that radiant bare skin effect and healthy looking glow. And it doesn't say anything about having any kind of skincare properties. It does say it has natural tamarind seed extract, but that's for moisturizing. And I feel like if you have good moisturizer on, pretty much that's the same thing. So I still think that this CoverGirl with the bakuchiol is so much better as an alternative than this one. And this I think retails for about $20, but a lot of the time you can get it for about $15, which yeah. And if you are interested, I am in the shade 40 for the CoverGirl. So would I recommend this product? Not really, especially when drugstore has pretty much the same but better product that you can use in place of this. Oh, and when I was researching these two products, I also saw that people were saying how the CoverGirl causes like cakiness and like it doesn't blend properly. I never had an issue with that. So what I do is I make sure I pump this on the back of my hand, and I make sure I break all the beads up so that there are no like micro beads that are left that are unbroken. And then once that's done, I go in with my kabuki brush. I scoop like the foundation off of my hand and I apply it to my face, so I don't get any kind of creasing. It's not patchy or anything. It pretty much goes on very flawlessly. And so if you were having issues with this, or if you're hesitant to buy this because people say that it causes patchiness, it's hard to blend, try that method out and it will really work well for you. Next, in the same product line, I have this Chanel Beige Complexion Touch. I actually got this before I got the Water Fresh Tint, and I really liked this, which is why I ended up using the Water Fresh Tint. I do grab this product a little more often than I do the Water Fresh Tint, only because this is supposed to work as a concealer, and so it does provide a little more coverage. This product also retails for $70, which is significantly smaller than the Complexion Touch, but their whole thing is this is the foundation, this is the concealer, and concealers are naturally smaller. And this product also comes with its own brush, and I actually really like the brush a lot. It's a really good concealer brush. And so how I would use the Complexion Touch is I'll put it on the back of my hand and I'll use the tip of that brush to break the little beads, and I'll break it bit by bit, and I'll only go over the areas that need concealing. So I use this more as a spot concealer instead of an all over face complexion product, because I feel that this it's actually pretty heavy. If I were to put it on my whole face, I feel like there's this layer of oil and slick that's on my skin that doesn't really dry down. It still feels a little wet and tacky even after I put powders on. So that's the reason why I don't use this on my whole face. It just feels a little too heavy for me. I do have oily skin, so that's probably why. But as a concealer, this does provide light to medium coverage. It's not a full coverage concealer that you would use like out of the tube, which is also another reason why I don't grab this a lot, because a lot of the time I'm actually using the Tier Cushion Foundation, which is a pretty high coverage. And so when I'm going in with a high coverage foundation like that, this pretty much does nothing on top of that. So I just go in with my Tarte concealer and call it a day. So yeah, unless I am really going barefaced, barely any makeup at all, maybe I'm going to the pool, which I never ever go to the pool, I don't gravitate towards this product. But again, that's just me. If you're somebody who is out a lot and who goes to the gym and you want a very light, fresh makeup, then the Water Fresh Tint and the Complexion Touch might be something that you want to try. But then again, CoverGirl has a better product for a cheaper price. Oh, and for the Complexion Touch, I have it in the shade B30. Next, I have the Laque Water Fresh Blush, and this is a $55 blush for this tiny little bottle, which is here. Let me do a size comparison for you guys. So that's the Water Fresh Tint, that's the blush, and that's the Complexion Touch. It's tiny and it's $55. I do have the shade Warm Pink, and honestly, this is actually one of my favorite blushes that I do own, especially again on a very light makeup day. The whole Laque line is when you want to feel light and you have nothing on your face kind of day. So this product works really well. What I do is pump it at the back of my hand, and for this, just like the CoverGirl, you do have to break it up with your fingers. If you use a brush, the micropigments are not going to break up with the blush, so I rub it at the back of my hand. It does not dry down immediately, so it gives you time to actually work with the product. It gets really watery, so you'll just break up all the little pigments, and then I'll go in with the brush and I'll scoop it up and then apply the product on my face with the brush. If you were to tap it with your fingers and apply it on your face, you wouldn't see a lot of color payoff, which is why break it with your fingers, go in with the brush, and then you'll see the color on your face. So I do think that this gives a good deposit of color on my cheek, and once it dries down, it just looks like my skin is glowing and flushing from the inside. And I also like the fact that this is very lightweight and it is not a cream blush, which means for an oily skin person like me, I'm not going to go throughout the day and have the cream blush start to break apart because of the oils on my face or get extra oily. I will say, if you wanted to treat yourself to a good makeup, this could be something that you want to try as well. And the last complexion product I have is this Ultra Latant Velvet from Chanel, and this is also another velvet matte foundation. This is in the bottle that you shake and mix everything up, and I swear I think I've only used this like 2 times, and the only reason is because there's like no difference. I don't feel a difference between this versus any other foundation I have compared to my Giorgio Armani or my Charlotte Tilbury or even my Korean foundation or my BB creams. It's nothing wow about it. I know that a lot of people say when you use this product, you don't have to set your face, but I do end up setting my face anyway since my skin is oily. It never works if I don't set my face. So the matte velvet part doesn't really do much for me. But this is also $57, which, I mean, if you are wanting to try out Chanel makeup, this is one of the cheaper foundations to try, but it's also significantly smaller. So this is 1 fluid ounce. Oh, this is also 1 fluid ounce. I don't know how does it work? This is way bigger. This is way smaller. That's like magic. But anyway, I swear I thought this was half the size of the other one. But $57, if you do want to try a Chanel makeup, go for it. And I think this is good for travel. But yeah, I don't really reach for it very often. B40, that's my shade. So that was my Chanel Complexion makeup stuff. Out of all the products that I did talk about, my top recommendation would be the Water Fresh Blush, because I just think this is pretty unique and it gives you a different experience using it. And then the next product that I would recommend is the Complexion Touch, because it does work like a light concealer. It's not bad. If you wanted to throw some money at Chanel, those two products, you wouldn't be mad about it. And lastly, moving on to the lip product, I only have 3. Thank goodness, because when I was doing all my Chanel haul, I really wanted to buy all the lip products that they have for some reason. So the first one I'm going to talk about is one of their most popular. This is the Rouge Duo, and this retails for $48. And I have it in the shade number 48, Soft Rose. So this is what I actually have on my lips today. I have a very love-hate relationship with this product. First of all, I hate the fact that you can't have anything on your lips before you apply this. So if you have lip balm, forget about it. It's not going to do what it's supposed to do. I always have to remove everything I have on my lip. And so that means I either, one, have to start my whole makeup off without putting lip balm on my lips and have it be really dry and chapped feeling before I put this on, or I put lip balm on, take it off, and then have this like anxiety in the back of my head that I didn't take it off properly enough and that this product is not going to work on me. So because of that, I don't really reach for this very often. So what this product is supposed to do is this deposits the color, and the gloss on this side is supposed to make it last the whole day. Like, it's not supposed to budge, it's not supposed to come off, it's entirely transfer proof. Let me see. See? Like how there is nothing on here, like apart from the gloss. It is truly transfer proof, which is amazing. I really like it. The only thing is you do need to touch up with this if you eat. So every time after lunch, I find myself having this ring around the inside of my mouth where it just fades and disappears. And it doesn't fade in a very nice way. There's like a very stark line where the lipstick would rub off, and then you'll see like a very stark difference in my lip and where the lipstick is still remaining. And so if I catch myself a little too late, I just look ridiculous. So I always make sure that if I am wearing this and I ate something, I go into the bathroom after I've eaten to just touch up my lipstick. And that could also be because of the shade that I have. So this is a pretty dark shade on me, and that's probably why the contrast is a lot higher when it does rub off. So you have a lighter nude shade, it might not be as bad. This product is pretty amazing in the fact that it is very long wearing and it is very lightweight. My lips feels really comfortable. Because of the gloss, it doesn't feel like my lips are dry even though I had to take off my lip gloss. Again, if you are wanting to buy one Chanel lipstick, this is a good option to try. But if you don't want to spend $48 on a lip product, you're really not missing out either, because lip tints, like Korean lip tints, are like $7-8 and they pretty much feel the same. And I really use my lip tints more than I use this, because those are also really long wearing and you just pop a gloss on and you're good. The next product I have is this, I can't say their name, they're so hard to say. The next lip product I have is this Rouge Allure Laque in number 80 Timeless. And the reason why I got this is because the color looks so pretty, and I was going to a Christmas party and I really wanted to have a nice red lip. I'm trying to find how much this is. Okay, so this also retails for $48, and this is a very interesting formula. It's almost like they mixed the two sides of this together to form this. It's not as long wearing as the Duo, However, I do think that this fades very nicely. So the thing about red lipstick is that if it fades in a very terrible way, you're just not gonna have a good time because red lips is just so dramatic. It just has to stay perfect. But this isn't like something that is like transfer proof or anything. It will transfer, it will smudge, but it smudges in a very beautiful way. So this is also a very pretty color. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. I'm trying to think of where to swatch. So this is what it looks like. It's like a really pretty burgundy color, which is not something that I have. So for that reason, I don't regret buying this product. I also do think that this particular lipstick is going to be something that I have for the next 5 to 10 years because I don't go through it that often at all. So I will say, if you already have other red lipsticks like from L'Oreal, from Revlon, that works for you, you're really not missing out. This shade is pretty, but it's also not anything like you can't find anywhere else. Like you can still dupe it. It's not like Elson 4 from Pat McGrath. And then the last lipstick that I have is this little bullet lipstick from Chanel. This is their Rouge Cocoa. And look at it. It still looks pretty brand new because I swear I never reached for this. I got this because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna toss this in my bag and have a Chanel lipstick to touch up. Never happens. This is literally the epitome of you can get this anywhere else. You can get this shade anywhere else if you look hard enough. You can get this formula literally with any other drugstore lipstick. I didn't find anything that was spectacular about this product that I was like, ooh, I'm gonna keep purchasing this, other than the novelty of having a classic Chanel tube lipstick. And this retails for $48, which isn't like the most terrible, but if you need a lipstick, you could get 5 other lipsticks with the price of this single one. I don't know what I was thinking. I got this because I was getting my mom some Chanel products anyway, and since I was buying things for her, I was like, I'm gonna get myself something too, and so I got this. But yeah, it's a pretty shade. I think it looks very similar to what I have on right now, and it is moisturizing. Maybe if I toss this in my bag, I would use it a little more instead of just having it be lost in the middle of my collection of lipsticks. Out of all the lip products that I did buy and I did test out, if you really wanted to try one of their Chanel item, it will be this product. And yeah, that is all I have for this video. I really do hope that my honest opinion help you guys out, especially if you were wanting to purchase some of these products, that maybe it helped you to reconsider it a little bit. I know Chanel doesn't really ever go on sale, so I can't even say wait for a sale for you to go buy this product. But you know, if you really wanted to treat yourself, if it's a special occasion, if somebody wanted to treat you to something nice and you wanted to get good luxury makeup, some of these products are really worth it for that kind of special occasion. But you really don't need to be spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on these products because you're not missing out on anything. You can literally get the same, if not better, from drugstore or K-beauty. So yeah, just do your research, guys, and really figure out what is important to you and what is it that you want to be spending on. Don't be like me and just go on a spending spree and then not use half the things that you bought. Makeup do expire. It's not like you can keep them for a very long time anyway. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I really hope you found this video helpful, and let me know if you have any shopping regrets that you did in the past few months, because we can all laugh about it. It's fine. We live and we learn. And if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you for being here today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!